What if the thing you've been praised for your entire life is actually making your life harder? From the moment we're young, society teaches us a simple rule. The smarter you are, the better your life will be. Higher intelligence means better decisions, better careers, better understanding of the world. But what if that belief is only half true? What if intelligence doesn't just open doors? What if it also opens wounds? More than 200 years ago, one philosopher explored this uncomfortable idea with brutal honesty. While the world celebrated reason and progress, he saw something very different hiding beneath the surface of human intelligence. He believed that a powerful mind doesn't just bring clarity. It also brings suffering. His name was Arthur Schopenhauer. And his insight about intelligence might completely change how you understand your own thoughts. Because according to him, the smarter you become, the harder it is to find peace. The philosopher who challenged optimism. Arthur Schopenhauer was born in 1788 during a time when many thinkers believed humanity was entering an age of endless progress. Philosophers of the Enlightenment celebrated the power of reason. They believed intelligence would eventually solve humanity's greatest problems and lead society toward happiness and prosperity. Schopenhauer disagreed. While others praised the human mind, he looked deeper into human experience and noticed something troubling. The people who seemed to understand life most clearly were not always the happiest. In fact, they often appeared more restless, more reflective, and sometimes more troubled than those around them. This observation led Schopenhauer to a radical conclusion. Intelligence is not just a gift. It is a double-edged sword. On one side, it allows us to see the world with remarkable clarity. But on the other side, it strips away the comforting illusions that make life easier to bear. The more clearly you see reality, the harder it becomes to ignore its darker aspects. And once those illusions disappear, they rarely return. Awareness and the burden of understanding. Schopenhauer believed there was a powerful connection between intelligence and suffering. The more intelligent a person becomes, the more aware they become. And the more aware they become, the more deeply they feel the problems of existence. An intelligent mind rarely stops questioning. It analyzes situations. It examines motives. It reflects on the future. It considers possibilities and consequences. While this ability can lead to insight and creativity, it can also create something else. Relentless overthinking. Many highly intelligent people struggle with thoughts that refuse to quiet down. Late at night, when the world becomes silent, their minds remain active, examining decisions, questioning purpose, and searching for deeper meaning. Schopenhauer believed this constant awareness exposes people to a difficult truth. Many of the goals we chase in life promise fulfillment, but rarely deliver it for long. Success fades into routine. Achievements quickly feel ordinary. And satisfaction often disappears sooner than expected. This realization doesn't necessarily make life meaningless. But it can make life feel far more complex than we once believed. The endless cycle of desire. At the center of Schopenhauer's philosophy lies one of his most famous ideas. He called it the will to live. According to Schopenhauer, every living creature is driven by an invisible force that pushes us to desire, pursue, and struggle. This force doesn't ask whether something will truly make us happy. It simply pushes us forward. You desire something. You work toward it. Eventually, you achieve it. For a brief moment, you feel satisfied. But almost immediately, a new desire appears. A better job. More recognition. A different relationship. A higher goal. This endless cycle never truly stops. For many people, life feels normal within this pattern. But for a deeply reflective mind, something unusual happens. The pattern becomes visible. Once you begin noticing the cycle of desire and temporary satisfaction, it's difficult to ignore it. You start to see how many human ambitions revolve around chasing moments that never last as long as we hope. And this awareness can create a strange sense of distance from the world. As if you are watching the game of life from the outside, while still being required to participate. The momentary escape through art. Despite the seriousness of his philosophy, Schopenhauer did not believe life was completely hopeless. He believed there were rare moments when the mind could temporarily escape the endless pressure of desire. These moments appear through art. When a person becomes deeply absorbed in music, literature, painting, or storytelling, something interesting happens. The constant inner voice begins to quiet. For a moment, we stop chasing goals. We stop worrying about the future. We stop comparing ourselves to others. Instead, we simply experience. Schopenhauer believed music was the most powerful form of art. Unlike language or images, music does not try to explain reality. It communicates emotion directly. Think about the last time a piece of music completely captured your attention. For those few minutes, the world may have felt different. Your thoughts slowed down. Your attention focused entirely on the present moment. According to Schopenhauer, this temporary silence inside the mind is incredibly valuable. Because during those moments, we are no longer trapped in the endless cycle of desire. We are simply experiencing life. Learning to quiet the will. Schopenhauer believed that wisdom comes from learning how to reduce the control that endless desires have over our lives. This does not mean rejecting ambition or withdrawing from the world. Instead, it means becoming aware of how desire operates within us. The first step is awareness. By observing our motivations honestly, we begin to see which desires truly matter and which ones are simply habits shaped by society. The second step is detachment. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means learning to engage with life while understanding that many outcomes are temporary and outside our control. Practices like reflection, meditation, and time in nature can help create distance between our thoughts and our reactions. Another important element is intellectual nourishment. Rather than filling our minds with constant distractions, we can seek ideas, art, and conversations that deepen our understanding of the human experience. Finally, Schopenhauer emphasized compassion. Recognizing that every person around us is facing their own struggles can transform how we see the world. Instead of viewing others as rivals or obstacles, we begin to see them as fellow travelers navigating the same uncertain journey. What true intelligence actually means. Schopenhauer believed society often misunderstands intelligence. Many people associate intelligence with knowledge, achievements, or intellectual superiority. But true intelligence, in his view, was something much deeper. True intelligence is the ability to understand the nature of life without becoming completely overwhelmed by it. It is the ability to see reality clearly while still appreciating its fleeting moments. A truly intelligent person does not expect life to provide constant satisfaction. Instead, they learn to value moments that exist outside the cycle of ambition. A quiet evening. A meaningful conversation. A powerful piece of music. A moment of reflection where everything briefly feels still. These experiences cannot be forced or manufactured. They appear when the mind slows down enough to notice them. And in those moments, life often feels more meaningful than any achievement ever could. The real purpose of intelligence. Schopenhauer left us with a powerful realization. Intelligence was never meant to guarantee happiness. Its real purpose is understanding. And once you truly understand the patterns of desire, ambition, and temporary satisfaction that shape human life, something changes. You stop expecting life to constantly fulfill you. Instead, you begin to appreciate it. Not because it is perfect, but because it is real. And perhaps the most intelligent thing a person can learn is when to stop chasing answers and simply experience the life that is already unfolding around them. So now I'm curious. Do you think intelligence makes life easier? Or does it make life harder? Let me know what you think in the comments. I read every perspective. And if you enjoy exploring the deeper psychology behind human behavior, make sure you subscribe to Silent Minds, because this channel is dedicated to uncovering the hidden forces that shape how we think, feel, and live. Until next time, keep questioning the mind.